A lot of people love running because it gives them the opportunity to get outside for several hours a week. But if the weather isn't cooperating or you're traveling, the treadmill might be the best option for your run.
The treadmill might not be quite as nice as the outdoors, but it's definitely a better option than taking a day off, especially if it's on one of your scheduled training days. Here are some tips to make your treadmill run more enjoyable.
First of all, do the same routine as you would do outside. If you do a 10-minute warm-up followed by a 3-mile run and a cool-down, do the same thing on the treadmill. I've noticed that it can be a little harder to run on a treadmill than it is on the road, so I suggest starting your workout at a slower pace and increasing the speed as you get more comfortable and hit your stride.
Treadmills give you a lot of information about the time and distance you've run, but when those numbers are sitting right in front of you, it can feel like time is moving really slow. I like to cover up the timer on the treadmill with a towel and use my watch to keep track of the time, just like I would outside.
The monotony of running indoors also gets to some people who are used to enjoying the sunshine and the scenery. Listening to music is a great way to keep things interesting. Watching television is another way to help pass the time while you're on the treadmill. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'll run my regular pace during the show, and during the commercials I pick up the pace, just to add some variety to the run.
To make my treadmill runs more enjoyable, I like to break down my workout into smaller, less intimidating segments. For example, if I'm going to run 60 minutes, then I break that down into 6 10-minute blocks and focus on each one of those rather than the overall time. I also sometimes set the grade on the treadmill to somewhere between 1 to 2%, which is a little more challenging than a flat run, but also more realistic, because when you get back outside, it's not just flat ground for your entire run.
Lastly, a couple safety tips for the treadmill. People often drift a little bit to the left and the right as they run, particularly when they get tired or their eyes start to wander. This can be dangerous if you step off the belt while you're running full speed. So keep your body facing straight forward and your focus straight ahead to minimize risk. When you finish your workout and step off the treadmill, you might feel a little off balance or disoriented, so be prepared for that. Walk around a little bit and cool down before heading out.
If you follow some of these tips, you should find that your treadmill workouts can be more fun than you might expect. If you stick to your usual distance and time, find ways to stay entertained, and keep yourself safe, you'll feel good about it when it's all done. It's easy to get down on having to run on a treadmill, but we hope that these techniques will help you love the time you spend running indoors a little bit more.